Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to go through my closet, grab a bunch of the different print-on-demand t-shirt samples that I have received over the years. I'm going to kind of thumb through them, see what I like, see what I don't like, and ultimately decide what I think is my favorite print-on-demand t-shirt. So that's what you can look forward to in this video. I'm going to take into account more than just if I personally like to wear the shirt, but I will talk you through like kind of, how it feels and whatnot, if it's loose, if it's baggy, if it's fitted, if it'll make a good unisex shirt in my opinion. And of course, talk about like which print-on-demand production partners can fulfill this type of t-shirt and kind of give us general summary of the pricing. So that's what the plan is for this video. Let's get started. Quick reminder, in the description, I've got links to some free resources as well as links to all the production partners that I'll talk about in this video. So you'll have my free print-on-demand giveaway. I recommend entering that if you haven't already. Got my 8-day print-on-demand mini course delivered via email and my print-on-demand Facebook group. All right, so what is the best t-shirt that we should be selling as print-on-demand sellers? And I guess I should just do a little asterisk right up front and say, sometimes like if you're on Amazon merch, we don't have a say in what t-shirt we sell. Amazon merch, when you sell a standard t-shirt, they send the customer a port and company shirt, which I don't see too often amongst the main print-on-demand production partners. I'm sure Amazon got an incredible deal because of the volume they purchase from Port and Company. I mean, heck, for all I know, they might own Port and Company for all I know. Seriously, I don't know. And then the premium shirt is a Bella Canvas 3001, so that is worth noting. All right, so as far as like what we can sell with our e-commerce stores, whether we're on Shopify, whether we're on like Amazon Seller Central, Etsy's popular, wherever we're selling, if we're doing it via an integration, number one, you're probably familiar with the production partners that I have listed on this slide behind me. So we got Printful, we got Printify, which is actually an aggregator of production partners, whereas like Printful does all their own production, and we got Awkward Styles, and they do their own production as well. The reason I used these three is because I think they're very, pretty well recognized production partners. There's definitely a lot of others, but these three are definitely up there amongst the best of them. Also for pricing, I used Awkward Styles because, Printful, Printify, Awkward Styles, they all have different pricing per product. The reality is it may even go a layer deeper than what you see at face value because oftentimes the price will change based on like size variations. If you get into Printify, you get price changes based on who's doing the production. And then as a function of who's doing the production, you may see a price change based on what color is selected or color plus size combination. So it can get very tricky. Whereas, I go to Awkward Styles. It's extremely easy to search their entire catalog, see what the prices are. So if you're doing any research like that, I would recommend just do Awkward Styles. Much, much easier. All right, so Gildan 64,000. This I started with because when I first got started with print on demand and had my first initial success off of the Amazon merch platform, it was using the Printful Etsy integration, and this was the main shirt that I sold. I sold thousands of these, and I had great feedback from the customers. I also was ordering them for myself. Anytime I wanted to make myself a t-shirt, I would get the Gildan 64,000, not because it used to be the cheapest one on Printful. If I'm not misremembering, I believe the cheapest it ever was $7.95. It might have been $6.95 at one point, but I'm not sure if I'm misremembering that. Either way, it used to be $7.95. Now it's $9.95. So the price has come up quite a bit. Of course, you can get like volume discounts if you are successful with selling and you hit certain levels. Anyways, like that's what I used to sell. And as a true unisex shirt, I had great feedback. So what more can I ask for? Big profit margins, great customer feedback. Like, if there was ever a return, it was because the printing was messed up, not because they didn't like the shirt. Okay, so this is the Gildan 64,000 unisex soft style t-shirt. I do love that it is like quite soft. You can tear away the tag. However, here's the thing. This is what's weird. When Printful introduced the new color and they did the dark heather, like dark heather gray, when I sample ordered that and I would sample order other colors with it, it was different. The shirt was bigger. It was looser. The tag was a different color. All right. And I'm not, guys, you see me on this side of the screen like, oh, I'm the YouTube expert, whatever. No, I'm just a normal person at the end of the day, really. And I don't have like all day to look into why these things change, but I did notice that change, right? And then my most recent sample order from a couple days ago, now other colors from Printful have the new tag and they're looser. They don't fit the same. I don't know if I'm going crazy, if it's just me experiencing this, but I like them when they were fitted more than what I'm getting now, where it's like, I need to stop ordering a size large and order a medium all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And this is the same shirt. So I don't know if something's up, but for the sake of this video, not to rant for too long about the first shirt we're talking about, I don't think Gildan 64000 is going to be my favorite shirt for print-on-demand purposes. That said, if you have another opinion, please let me know, because I want to hear from you guys. I'm just kind of sharing what I'm seeing, okay? Next up, Gildan 5000. I have mixed feelings about this one, because recently, you know, I had an actual, like a straight up return because a customer didn't like this shirt specifically. Not the design on the shirt itself. And in the time I've been selling print on demand, this is incredibly rare. And I haven't been offering the Gildan 5000 for that long. When I launched the new Etsy shop that me and Marielle, my girlfriend, are splitting, you know, I'm running some tests here, but I'm also getting a little greedy. I'm not going to lie. It's like getting your hand caught in the cookie jar. The Gildan 5000 shirt, it's cheap. All right. The price point, and by the way, I didn't mention Gildan 64000 at Awkward Styles, $7.99. Gildan 5000, $7.59. So guys, if you sell this shirt for $19.99 and it's only costing you $7.59 to get it fulfilled, well, hey, you got a nice little profit margin cooked in there. And I have a nice little spreadsheet where I mapped out all the different product types, the print providers, and I know exactly what my margins are for that new Etsy shop. I'd recommend you guys do the same if you're serious about your business. Just saying. All right, so at $7.59, it's obvious to see why I was enticed to maybe sell a couple of these through the new shop. That when I was doing it, I would only list one color. That was the thing. That was my like justification. Okay, I'm only going to offer this shirt in white, or, you know, and by the way, if you did it in white, I forget what the production partner was that I was using through Printify. It looks like SwiftPOD, I believe, had like the best pricing. And if you used SwiftPOD for the Gildan 5000, I think the price came down to the lowest price possible if you use the color white. It looks like if you use white, it went down as low as $6.33, but it changed by size. So it looks like SwiftPOD was charging $608 for a small, $622 for a medium, $633 for a large. So anyways, you guys get the point, right? If you're paying $6 for fulfillment of a t-shirt, selling at $19.99, you're making bank. That said, I don't want to deal with returns, and the joke ended up being on me because that customer left a bad review, and I had to do damage control, had to message them, had to say, hey, what if I send you a new t-shirt and I upgrade your shirt? Right? Control the customer perception to a different shirt, to a Bella Canvas 3001. They said, sure. They got the new shirt. They loved the new shirt, and they changed that like 2-star review to a 5-star review. So crisis averted, but that money that I thought I was saving, I ended up losing. So Gildan 5000 is not going to be my favorite shirt. Oh, speaking of Bella Canvas 3001, here we go. So this, it's in terms of price, we just jumped from the $7 and change to $9.70. That said, given the print-on-demand production partner landscape, I think this is pretty fair in terms of price. It still leaves some room there for us to work with in terms of if, you know, we charge $19.99. Obviously, if we're selling on Etsy, well, we got to pay Etsy, their referral fee. We have to pay the renewal fee, 20 cents. We have to pay any ad costs. But after you do those things, you're probably still left with some profit, could be some decent profit. Again, have your spreadsheet and, you know, try to stay on top of your margins. So I think $9.70 is definitely fair, and that is using Awkward Styles fulfillment. If you use Printful, it definitely goes up by a significant portion. That's one thing I've never understood. Printful charges quite a bit for the Bella Canvas 3001. Would not surprise me if that is their most profitable product in their entire catalog, but I'm just guessing. I don't actually know. I'm just guessing. Obviously, a lot of great colors available here. In terms of like my current favorite shirt to wear right now, I'm going to go ahead and say the Bella Canvas 3001 is my current favorite shirt to wear right now. So I also ordered a sample for myself recently, and in terms of like all the shirts I've got in hand, which I'm going to come back through and like post-production and edit some reviews and overlay them in the video so you can get a look and feel. Of course, you can't actually feel, but I guess a look. Yeah, this is the one that I'm probably liking the most if I had to choose just one. And also, guys, if you use Printify to sell the Bella Canvas 3001, you could look at Swift Print on Demand. Okay, you'll actually also find Awkward Styles in there as well. But you can look at Swift Print on Demand, and they're a very popular option. They work with big brands as well, and that is one of the production partners that I use when I'm selling these through Printify. I've used others as well. It all depends on like, it's crazy. This is why I'm like, Printify is a rabbit hole you can go down for a very long time, but it depends on like what colors you're selling as well, things like that. You can get better deals sometimes using other providers. Also, I wanted to mention that SwiftPOD, Swift Print on Demand, is integrating with MyDesigns, and I think that's supposed to go live very soon, like in the next week. So if you guys haven't tried MyDesigns, you can still join for free. Please use the link in the description to do so. You will not regret it, guys. MyDesigns is how I'm launching my Etsy products in bulk in very few clicks and creating top-notch, top-of-the-line product listings. I'm not cutting any corners, all right? So I'm getting literally more listings done in less time that are all like top quality. That checks every single box. Hopefully you guys will check it out on your own time. I also have a playlist on my YouTube channel of how I use it, so that's there for you guys. All right, then I also wanted to show 2 more shirts, guys, that are in contention, even though I kind of could have changed up the order and probably put the winner at the end. But Next Level 3600, I really like this shirt, actually. I recently was sent a sample. I believe it was part of the Digisoft printing samples that I received from Custom Cat. And you can see that this is a really nice shirt. It's actually, like, in terms of comfort, it's right there with the Bella Canvas 3001. Okay, the reason it's not my favorite for print on demand is because it is, generally speaking, going to be a little bit pricier. Okay, and in terms of like protecting our margins, why opt for the pricier shirt when this one's very similar? But the only reason I don't want to say it's the same as the Bella Canvas 3001 is I think that would be doing it a disservice given the volume of Bella Canvas 3001 shirts that are probably sold every day. Probably much higher than the Next Level 3600, but for what it's worth, if everything was created equal and that wasn't the case, I would say, hey, I really like this shirt just in hand. It's very comfortable to wear, and I think customers would be happy with it. All right, and last, the Comfort Colors shirt. I don't, I don't have a sample, so I'm going off of what I've seen, but this does seem to be kind of a trendy shirt. There's some kind of vintagey, kind of worn colors. It's kind of a loose, baggy shirt as well, from what I've been told, from what I've seen online. And this is one that I'm interested in just because, obviously I was going to say you're going to have to charge. I was going to say you might be able to charge more when you sell these, but you're going to have to, because if you notice the price point behind me, the price has jumped up to $12.55. That being said, some people actually go looking for Comfort Colors shirts, meaning if you're not selling your design on Comfort Colors, they're not looking to purchase from you. So that's a sale lost every single time. And whether you want to just go ahead and create product listings as Comfort Color shirts, or just put in your description, like if it's Etsy, you can say, hey, message me if you want to buy this design on a different product. For instance, we sell, and then you can just do a couple different variations, even use the shirts from this, this video if you wanted to. Because I don't know if you noticed, but Printful, Printify, and Awkward Styles all sell all of these shirts. So yeah, so I would actually recommend that you do something like that in your description so that people can message you if they're only looking for Comfort Colors, and try to get, or you could maybe, if you wanted to waste, I don't know, is it a waste of a tag? You could just put it in your tags so that Etsy indexes you on Comfort Colors, even if you're not selling it on there, hoping that someone messages you and you can still capture the sale. And then on the back end, have it send them the correct t-shirt. So anyways, this is not one that I've actually touched and felt and held and worn, but I wanted to throw this out there. I mean, I am kind of intrigued to learn more about this shirt because I've seen it kind of trending lately, and you can go do an Etsy search and see what I'm talking about. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I do have a full print-on-demand course if you want my exact methods to start, scale, and automate your business. It's how I make 6-figure sales every single year, so you can find out more. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow with a new video.